Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Kathy's Kitchen. Today's episode is about something that you hear us talk about all the time, prepping and planning. And I have Pam Jacobson here with me again, and I'm telling you, we're calling this the P3, Pam's Prepping and Planning, right? So I'm gonna turn this over to Pam because she is gonna tell us what we're gonna do. And this is something, by the way, everybody, that I do all the time with my own vegetables. And so I'm really excited that Pam has chosen to do this today. So Pam, take it over, okay? Let them know.
All right. Welcome everyone. So, many of you who've seen the videos on the Level Up plan have heard me talk about the importance of prep and plan. So, in any success that you're going to have, prepping and planning ahead for that success is really important. So we chose this particular recipe because it's one of those that it can be an amazing helper for you during the week if you put the work in on the front end. So it's a simple roasted vegetable recipe. We chose beets, a couple of different squashes, yellow squash and a zucchini squash, an orange pepper, a sweet potato, and some Brussels sprouts. So let's get started.
Let's get going.
I think the key with...
I'm gonna have Pam show me how she would like this all chopped.
Because these are all a bit different from each other, they're gonna cook at different rates. So what we wanna do then is chop them up accordingly. So the beets and the potato are much more dense. They're gonna take a little bit longer. So we wanna cut those a little bit thinner. Right?
Got it. So we're just gonna add these to the cookie sheet and lay it out. And what Pam's gonna be doing is seasoning each vegetable individually. So we're gonna keep them all together like this.
So we'll do the potato. I'm gonna give you half of that to do.
Same way?
Same kind of thing. So with the squash, these are gonna cook a lot faster than the beets and the potatoes did. So what I'm gonna do here is keep these in much bigger pieces, so that they take a little bit longer. Because again, our goal is to try to get things to...
Oh, you're gonna leave them whole like this?
I'm gonna leave them large, right? So they take a little bit longer. And then when it's all cooked, then you can cut them up into smaller pieces. So we'll move on to the orange pepper. So I'm gonna leave it in just a little bit larger.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut it in half and then in half. Very easy. What's going to happen with the Brussels sprouts?
So I did prep ahead. It was what you see in the bowl, but I kept one out so I could show you.
Okay.
Cut off the end and then peel off the first layers of the leaves until you get to the bright green part. It's usually only just a couple of layers of leaves. And then I cut it in half. So if we're going to roast them, these can take a little bit of time. So you want to cut it in half, and it just looks like a little tiny cabbage that you cut in half. So we've got our Brussels sprouts are ready, and I'm just going to kind of pour those here in the middle, spread them out sort of between the things that we've already done.
And look at the colors here. It's so beautiful to look at.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a work of art.
So now Pam is going to show us which spices she's going to put on which vegetables.
Okay, I'm going to use some olive oil spray on all the veggies that are on the tray. Roasting does tend to dry the veggies a little bit, so you want to make sure you've got a lot. Sometimes even during the process, I will go in and spray it again if it looks like they're getting too dry. So I'm going to start with, this is a seasoning that I found called maple sweet potato seasoning, but I have to tell you it's good on everything. You can use anything that you like, and all I do then is just go through and sprinkle the seasoning over the vegetables.
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah. On the yellow and the zucchini squash, I'm going to use just some garlic powder. Just sprinkle that over the squash. And then I'm going to use a little bit of a flavored sea salt. This is called French Picnic. And again, these are things that you can find online or in a lot of spice stores. I'm going to just sprinkle that over the squash as well. So this is just a little bit of sea salt with some kind of French seasonings. This is an Italian, Sicilian seasoning that you can use in Italian dishes, pizza, pasta, but it's amazing on vegetables. So I'm going to use this on the beets and the peppers.
God, I could smell that too.
Yeah. This is a very aromatic. This company, Victoria Gourmet, does a great job with their seasonings. So you can see now we've got a few different flavors going on in this dish, and you can now use these vegetables in different dishes throughout your week, right? If you do some kind of an Italian meal, you can, throw in the Italian veggies that you did. I think I'm going to use some salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic on the Brussels sprouts.
That's exactly what I put on mine.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
All right. So we've got our veggies dressed. I sometimes will just kind of move them around, mix them up a little bit since these are kind of piled up. We're going to use a convection setting on the oven here in Kathy's Kitchen, so they'll cook a little bit quicker at about 425. These will be done probably in about 20 minutes.
All right. Excellent. Let's put them in the oven.
Beautiful. We're going to check and see if our veggies are ready to come out of the oven here. And I'll just use a little fork just to see, check for tenderness. Fork tender is what we're looking for. It looks like everything's pretty done. All right, these guys are ready to come out.
Okay, it's out of the oven. We're ready to go. This looks fabulous.
So good. I'm going to start with the beet.
I'm going to start with the Brussels sprout. Those are good. I would add a little bit of salt, but I think it's really good. Okay.
I would add some of the French picnic salt, probably.
Okay, let's do it. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
good. So good.
I am honestly going to make these. These are such a beautiful presentation, Pam. Part of the little Kathy's Kitchen tradition here is if you're on the set here working it, you come and taste. So come on, everybody, get over here and taste this. You're going to love it.